I'm working on a piece to do with collected shoes, and these are shoes that I've collected from a particular stretch of coastline over 3 years. And I'm very interested in these because they've sort of got to the same stage of sort of degradation or deterioration, so that just the soles are left.
Artists have always survived throughout any time because they're not really looking to the outside world to get things, it's coming from within.
In order to afford the rent, I have to do residencies, and sometimes I sell work. So it is a struggle. I won't pretend it isn't.
It was founded in 1999. I'd been in Oxford some time and was aware that artists had been looking for a studio space that could be a community studio space for a long time.
And when I first came to Oxford, I didn't have a studio space, and it was very difficult for me to make work, and for a while I didn't make any work because of that.
The artists that are in Magdalen Road studios are mainly fine artists, plus photography, video, performance.
For artists in Oxford, there are a lot of artists in Oxford, and there's very little kind of space which is good kind of this type. I mean, if you go to other cities, there's a lot of industrial buildings which artists tend to move into and turn into studios. In Oxford it's very different because we're dominated by the university, and there are fewer kind of semi-industrial buildings which are good for artists. So what we're providing here is the only artist-run studio in Oxford.
Artists have never been able to find a building, a suitable building, and get enough artists together. So the issue is that you have X amount in rent to pay for your building, and you have to have X amount of artists to pay the rent before you before you get the building. So when I founded it, it was a tremendous risk.
I very much value being part of this studio complex, and the artists here, we all get on very well all together, so it feels like we support each other a lot.
But I think it's a successful studio because it's got a variety of people, it's a variety of ages, a variety of backgrounds. We actually aim to do that, to keep a huge cross-section of people here. I think it's successful because they work together. We work together. We know that we can only survive if we work together. We all want the same thing.
When you are working as an artist, the one thing you do have, which is you're connecting with yourself. You have a source of, you're dealing with the imagination, or you're dealing with creating something from nothing, which is kind of the opposite of the kind of consumer culture that we live in, which is all about buying and mass production and people consuming.
So I think it's very much tied up with one's identity as an artist.